Okay, so I think I found the lowest IQ build for this game. It does need specific items. For example, this build will not work without a headhunter.
What? What the fuck?
Okay, I'm kidding. You don't need anything like that because this build is just a totem build. Yes, it's a totem build, but it's a crazy totem build. Let me show you. Okay, so check this out. All you do is just press one button. I'm not pressing anything but right mouse. I'm not pressing anything. I'm just walking and pressing one button, and everything's dying. It's this easy. Yeah, this is a level 100 map. Yes, corruption is not like crazy, but this is it. This is the build. It's the dumbest build that I found. And I'm gonna show you how to make this build. So, oh, what's this? Now there's a lot of totem builds. There's even like better ones than this that can go high corruption. But this build is easy. It's very simple to level up, and it doesn't require a lot of items. There's only 2, but you really don't need them as you level up. So I'm gonna show you how to make this build. This build is based on High-Mixoid's Shaman build. The great thing about this build is that it doesn't require specific items. It's mostly based on skills, like you see here. Thorn Totem and Spring Form. Especially once you unlock Spring Form and unlock some of the skill trees here, some of the skills here. It's a very nice build. It's easy to play. It doesn't require buttons, only one button. And I'm gonna show you how to make it. So yeah, it's a Shaman build, so you need to start as Primalist. He is extremely easy to play and level up. Especially since you start with Thorn Totems and Minions. So this is extremely easy to level up. So even if you don't need to be at high level to make the build work. Now I'm gonna show you my build, what currently I have. Now the main mechanic of this build is just totems. You just summon totems and they do everything for you. Now we're gonna be using in Spring Form healing totems. Yes, healing totems, because these not only heal you, they can do a lot of damage. Yes, they can do damage. Now you do need to be in Spring Form to use healing totems, but as you can see, the mana goes down, and if you're leveling this character like at low level, this goes down very quickly. But here's the thing: if I go here, and where is it? And if I have this, Memories of a Terra, you regain mana when a Thorn Totem dies or is unsummoned. So that means, if I'm in Spring Form, my mana will be going down. But, if I use this, and I repeatedly use it, and it will keep unsummoning the old ones, my mana keeps going up. Which means, I can stay in Spring Form forever. Look at this. I just spam. And that's it. It's that easy. So these totems, they are healing totems, which means they will be healing you and healing each other and your minions if you have minions, and they will be doing a lot of damage. And as you can see, I'm summoning like how many? 9. In each one will be healing and shooting thorns, and it's kind of crazy. It means you can just do this. You can just place 9 totems. They will be healing you and healing each other, and shooting thorns at enemies. And look at the damage. It's kind of crazy. So just pressing one button, and that's it. He's dead. So I'm not taking damage, and I'm doing a lot of damage. It's crazy. Look at this. I'm just walking. And this is just one skill. I'm just using one skill. I have full mana or rage. and full health. Now, yes, this is not the highest like level of corruption, but it's really good. So let's take a look at the skills. So this is what you need first, is summon Thorn Totems, and you can see I'm at max level 20 and +5. I'm gonna show you like how I'm getting this +5, and the spring form is 23. So since you're gonna be in spring form, you're not actually gonna be using this directly, and I'm gonna show you why. You're in spring form, like you have healing totems, not thorn totems, so you can't have them. But what you can do, make the healing totems use this skill, thorn totems. So you can use this skill in spring form, which is kind of crazy. So you want to max this out. You just want to go for damage and this memories of a Terra. This is very, very important. This is how you stay in spring form. Additional totems are also necessary. You do need this. The mana cost doesn't matter because you will be regaining mana. And here we have damage. Also the cast speed doesn't matter. You're gonna be summoning like 9 totems. The summoning doesn't matter. Double projectiles is nice. And damage. And also 100% crit chance. So you can see like all I'm doing is just crits. Now the next skill is Fury Leap. Now this is just for a movement skill, because as Primalist you really don't have any movement skills except Fury Leap. So you're not even gonna use this. You're just gonna, at the start of the map, you're just gonna use this as a way to move to start the map very quickly. So you can just start the map very quickly and jump in and just go in spring form. Here you really don't have any. Oh, what's this? Okay, so you don't have any movement skills. This is why you want to maximize your movement speed in your idols. And the next skill is summon Springen. So you can have one, but here's the thing. So in human form, like in your normal form, you have the skill as a minion, and you can summon him. But once you go in Springen form, you can see I have 2 now. Why? Because if I go here and you see at the bottom, in my Springen form skill at the bottom here, Friend of the Forest, you summon an additional Springen when you enter Springen form. It doesn't count towards your Springen limits, so you can have 2. And these guys are nice to have, so now you can have 2. Now the last skill is the Terra's Blessing. Now you're not gonna trigger this directly because you're gonna be mostly in your Springen form, and you see you don't have it. So the way you're gonna trigger it is using Thorn Shield, and using this skill, where is it? In the Terra's Blessing skill tree, you can see Rose Bloom. Whenever you directly cast Thorn Shield, you also cast Terra's Blessing. You're not gonna cast this directly, you're just gonna be into your Spring form, and if you use your Thorn Shield, you get a Terra's Blessing. And as you can see, might ignore this doesn't matter, because if I use Thorn Shield now, I get max resistances and max poison resistance, a bit of increased armor and block effectiveness. So it's just nice to have defensive ability. You're mostly not gonna use it unless you get like you encounter a very difficult enemy. Now in Spring form, you're mostly just gonna use your totems, healing totems, and they will heal and they will be doing a lot of damage, because in Spring form we have this skill, Spiked Totems. Healing totems directly cast from the skill tree now also shoot thorns. Thorn totems skill tree mana cost cooldown is also gonna apply. So you're not gonna directly cast this. You're gonna be in your Spring form and you're gonna cast healing totems, and the healing totems will use thorn totems, and you're also gonna use Thorn Shield, which will cast a Terra's Blessing. So you have damage and you have defense. It's crazy. What you also have in Spring form, Summon Vines. Now you're gonna use Summon Vines mostly on big enemies to stack poison on them. So as you can see, you can do crazy damage, you don't take damage. You have the vines stack poison on big tough enemies. As you can see, 18 stack, 22. It's just crazy. Now, as you level up, Thorn Shield, you can cast it on like anything, but once you have this skill tree, Introspection, Thorn Shield can now only target you and can no longer attach to allies. So you can just cast it without having to target yourself. It's very nice. Now for the items, you really don't need anything special, but there are some nice to have items that you can get. You can get Fervor's Chisel. It's a set item. If you have 2, you can get +2 to all totem skills. They can give you +2 to all totem skills. So as you can see, I have level 25. I have +5. So this set will give you +2, and I have this nice helmet, which gives me +3 to Thorn Totems. So now I have 25, which is kind of crazy. Also nice to have legendary is this Cradle of the Erased Shield. It's just a nice defensive shield. And I also have this Tears of the Forest amulet. It gives 1 to Spring Form and Summon Spring, so it's also nice to have. You really don't need any of these. You can just play at base, and it's gonna be this +5. You really don't need it to make this build work. Now this build is kind of slow, especially since you really don't have any movement build except for Fury Leap, so it is a bit slow. But you can speed up your movement speed using idols. I don't really have any idols that increase movement speed. I have this 26% chance to gain haste for 3 seconds when you summon a totem. So this is how I move quickly. So you can get more haste and it will be even better. Now when you're leveling, of course you're not gonna have this. You can just use any item. I highly recommend as soon as you unlock the crafting bench, just craft, just upgrade your weapons. You really don't need anything. It's really not difficult. You just take your weapon and put it in the crafting bench and then go to this website, craftofexile.com, and just like press buttons. Just press any buttons you see. You really don't need to read anything. It doesn't matter. And pretend that you know what you're doing, and then just go back to the game. Click on the thing that you want to upgrade and just click upgrade. It's that simple. And that's it. It's that simple. I'm gonna be posting the link for the guide in the description. And if you want to see more content on Lost Epoch, don't forget to subscribe because I'm gonna be posting a lot more. That's it. Thank you for watching. Take care.